This blue dot's going on the air. Looks like he's going everywhere. With his pet Jenny and his blue dot family. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. On his first Naruto run. Looked like this blue dot was having fun. He is not a mouse. Moved from the shop to the house with Marsha and his clan. This blue dot is the man. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. Looked like he was having fun. Look like this blue dot is gonna run. He likes to say every day in his own special way. Are you shitting me? And he loves his blue dot family. We love John, he is the man. And we love this special clan. We are a blue dot family. And we like to be free.
How y'all doing today? Oh, look at there. Got no light.
Give me 2 seconds. Can only do one thing at a time here.
Yeah, we're running a little bit behind schedule as usual. Nothing new on that end. We are so happy to see everybody here, baby. It is Sunday night. It's time for a family meeting. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Facebook is not showing up in the feed. And Travis is right now looking to find out why. Is it just not connecting or?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. You can keep going, though.
Okay. Well, I guess while he tries to figure out what's going on with Facebook and why we're not going live there, I do notice that Oddly Wired jumped in. Pepsi Mac, Miss Linda is here. Bpree, Grim, and Dwizzle Snizzle, of course, is all here. We appreciate it very much. Boy, howdy shit. Now, I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I have something on right now that was sent to me in the mail. I posted a picture of it up on Facebook, and we are going to have fun with this. There you go. Travis turned on the light there. I'm going to have to take it off for you to see it. It kind of it's Velcro right here, and it flips off, and it is, baby, it is a cape. It is sent to me, and it says right on the back, Captain Blue Dot, baby. And you don't think we're going to have some fun with this? This was sent to us by Janda Schindler and Luke and Lindsay, who have been longtime Blue Dot fans. She sent as a cape, and we are going to put that up here. Well, first, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Travis has got the blue screen there, and you can bet your ass I'm going to be flying somewhere. Janda, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it so much. When I'm not wearing it, we're going to find another place to put that up here on the wall, and so everybody can see it. They also sent some super, baby. That's what you call a candied apple right there, baby. It's a big old apple dipped in chocolate. It's got nuts all over it and sprinkles. And this one has, I think this one is cashews. One had cashews and they are delicious. Of course, could not eat one. We had to slice it, baby. We had to slice it up. They were so big. We all enjoyed it, and there's 2 left. We're going to slice. Jenny even liked it. Thank you very much. She doesn't like chocolate very much, so I have to take the chocolate off. But she loved the piece of the apple. But thank you very much, Janda. We appreciate it very much, and we're going to have fun with that. Captain Blue Dot, baby. Up, and are you shitting me away? We are looking at a very, I'm looking forward to this week, baby. I'm looking forward. There's going to be more testimony this week. Man, I'm right off the bat, I'm waiting on Sondland to get there, the ambassador to the EU. I want to get his little ass back up there on the stand and see what kind of dance he's going to do. Because you know Donnie's been all over his ass ever since all this come out about his phone call in the cafe over in Kiev. And boy, howdy, he's got a lot of splaining to do, as they would say. Anyway, I want to take a minute this morning, or this evening, and read something that Candy Guidry had posted up on our JBS Blue Dot Family page over there on Facebook. And it was written by Charles Pierce, and it was printed in Esquire magazine. Huh? Okay. Anyway, I thought it was very appropriate and very, very well put. Whenever I read something like this, it strikes down deep, I'd like to share it. So here it is. Because by the way, it stands true in my own life, and I'm sure many of you out there will recognize this same scenario. In my life, I have watched John Kennedy talk on television about missiles in Cuba. I saw Lyndon Johnson look Richard Russell squarely in the eye and say, "And we shall overcome." I saw Richard Nixon resign and Gerald Ford tell the Congress that our long national nightmare was over. I saw Jimmy Carter talk about Malaysia and Ronald Reagan talk about a shining city on a hill. I saw George H.W. Bush deliver the eulogy for the Soviet bloc and Bill Clinton comfort the survivors of Timothy McVeigh's madness in Oklahoma City. I saw George W. Bush struggle to make sense of it all on September 11, 2001. And I saw Barack Obama sing Amazing Grace in the wounded sanctuary of Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina. These were the presidents of my lifetime. These were not perfect men. They were not perfect presidents, God knows. Not one of them was that. But they approached the job and they took to the podium with all the gravitas they could muster and as appropriate to do the job. They tried, at least, to reach for something in the presidency that was beyond their grasp as ordinary human beings. They were not ennobled by the attempt, but they tried nonetheless. Now comes this hopeless, vicious buffoon in the audience of equally hopeless and vicious buffoons who laughed and cheered when he made sport of a woman whose lasting memory of the trauma she suffered is the laughter of her perpetrators. Now he comes, a man swathed and scandaled, no interest beyond what he can put in his pocket and what he can put over on a universe of suckers. And he does something like this while occupying an office that we gave him. And while endowed with a public trust that he dishonors every day, he wakes up in the White House. The scion of the multi-generational criminal enterprise, the parameters of which we are only now beginning to comprehend, a vessel for all worst elements of the American condition, and a cheap, soulless bully besides. Watch him, makes fun of the woman again. Watch how a republic dies in the empty eyes of an empty man who feels nothing but his own imaginary greatness, and who cannot find in himself the decency simply to shut the fuck up, even when it is in his best interest to do so. Presidents don't have to be heroes to be good presidents. They just have to realize that their humanity is common humanity, and that their political commonwealth is our political commonwealth too. Watch him again. Behind the seal of the President of the United States, isn't he a funny man? Isn't what happened to that lady hilarious? Watch the assembled morons cheer. This is the only story now. Charlie Pierce. I think that was very well written and to the point. We don't have honor in our house anymore. Whether our politics were left-leaning or conservative-leaning, presidents in the past have all risen to the occasion when needed by this country. We don't have that anymore. What we have, like Charlie says, is a buffoon, a knuckle-dragging, ignorant piece of shit who thinks only about himself. And he was, I believe, brought into power by Russia. Now, I'm in the process of reading The Plot to Hack America by Malcolm Nance. And I highlighted this one little sentence down here because it points to how Donnie got there. This is a quote by former KGB officer Yuri Brezhnov. Said the KGB targeted egocentric people who lack moral principles, who are either too greedy or who suffer from exaggerated self-importance. These are the people the KGB wants and finds easiest to recruit. Hey, kind of sounds like Donnie to me. That's what we have, baby. We have a Russian whore in our house. He will do everything in his power to make sure Russia gains in this and that America loses. And it is only by our diligence, our involvement in this process, that keeps that from happening. And if we don't stand up, that's exactly, he's going to sell out this country for everything he can get for it. Him and his ilk of kids and his goons in his cabinet. The mobsters that he's hired to run our justice system, our State Department, our energy, all of them, run by buffoons and goons who are there to steal as much as they can for their corporate buddies, for the 1%, for themselves. There's not a damn thing out there for us. There's nothing in this administration that speaks to people who have to worry about putting food on the table or paying their bills or keeping the lights on. We're not the people he talks about. But we are the people that vote. And it is essential that we all get out and vote. It is not only a civic duty. At this point in time, baby, it's a civic responsibility and a call to arms to remove this man with your vote, baby, or with impeachment. Either way, I'm looking forward to impeachment this week, baby. There's going to be a lot going on, and more and more you see cracks. I watched, what's his name? Some Republican this morning on Meet the Press sit there and said what the president did was wrong. Now, you can bet your ass Donnie cranking out tweets about his ass as he spoke, because that's what he does. That's all he's got. His weapon is in his hands, his Twitter feed. But it's the tool that I believe is eventually going to just destroy his ass. How much more can the Republicans stand there and watch this buffoon type out ignorant shit all day long? It dishonors our country. It dishonors our house. And we need to get them out in big numbers, says Teresa Diggum. And I believe that, baby. They'll get voted out. That's what Dimitri says. We all agree, baby. BB says, John, I think you need to frame that letter that you just read, baby. I think so. I think everybody needs to read it. And it stands true in our lifetimes, baby, just in our lifetimes. I'm old. I'm 67, almost 66. Don't push it. And what I've seen in my life. And even right up to George W. Bush, who anybody that knows me knows I hated him drastically for taking us into Iraq. It was the biggest damn mistake this country ever made, I thought. And it still is paying dividends on that ignorant move. And so I've disagreed with him. But we've never had anybody in our house that would just so blatantly lie to everybody, so blatantly sell this country out to us, to ask Russia for help, to get a president of another foreign country in the Ukraine to try to help get him elected again, or anybody else that he thinks he could extort, hold something over, threaten him with something. That's who we have now. A gangster, a mobster. He's a piece of shit. and needs to be removed from our house. Ain't that right, Bernadette?
I think so.
I
And we
think
did a
so.
fine job down in Louisiana
Yes,
last
we
night,
did.
retaining the
Yeah,
governorship down there.
Donnie with
So
three.
big win, Donnie. Still winning. How you like
Yeah,
that?
how you like it? Tired of that winning yet? Isn't that what he said? You'll be so tired of winning. That's
Yeah.
three.
Right.
That's Virginia,
Yep.
Kentucky, and now Louisiana. And he went down to Louisiana 3 times.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, didn't do much good. Hmm. Must be a problem brewing somewhere. How about it, Belda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Every place he goes to help somebody, he digs them a
yeah,
grave.
yeah. I don't think he's got much help anywhere. Now, there's going to be certain
Well,
states that we're not going to take, but there are some that we can, and he's
yeah.
helping.
Well, uh, Kentucky is red. Louisiana is red. He took
Yes,
Mississippi, but that's red.
yeah,
And Virginia
yes.
was up, so.
We're on a roll, baby.
But I think the blue wave that struck in 2018 is continuing and is only going to gain momentum. And we as voters need to do our part and go and vote and take a friend.
Well said. Well said. Uh, this is our power, uh, the power of the vote, and the power to motivate others to vote. And nobody's doing that more, I think, than Donnie. He's motivating people to go out and vote just because of his pure ignorance, and it's cracking apart. I think. I'm looking forward to it. How about it, Bud Man?
Well, he's
Oh,
he's definitely
Me too.
motivating the Democratic Party because
yes,
we got a few more candidates to,
yes,
to pick through now.
yes, we do.
So
Uh, who's that guy? Uh, Patrick.
Patrick Duvall and
Patrick Duvall
Bloomberg.
and Bloomberg,
Yes.
which Bloomberg, I just saw him out there. He's out there apologizing for the stop and frisk moment. Uh,
Yeah.
did
As well he should, because that particular policy
Mhm.
ran throughout this country. It ran throughout this country, and it did a lot of damage to a lot of people. And there are people who are still sitting in jail behind stop and frisk. There are people who lost their lives behind stop and frisk, and he does have to apologize for that. But that ain't guaranteeing him no votes.
Okay. Well, we've run into a problem with our internet here system. I think we're going to have to restart the show in order to bring our Facebook family on board. So I hate to do it because we've got everybody right here. But if everybody would just hold on, and if you would just click again as we come up, we're going to try to reset this and see if we can bring in our Facebook family also. So we'll be right back within seconds.